Today I'm in Salford and I'm here to check out Salford's biggest food hall. It's called KARGO and it's located in the Quays shopping centre right here, and apparently the food is supposed to be amazing. So let's go check it out and see what it's like. Okay, and I think here it is, the place that I'm looking for. KARGO MKT. Let's head up and head in. Actually, just looking at the outside, I think you've got a lot of outdoor seating. So no one here right now because it's winter. I can imagine in the summer this place will be packed with people sitting out here eating food, having drinks, but today's pretty cold, so let's head on in and have a look at the inside. Okay, like I said, it's inside the Quays shopping centre, which is right here. So this is it. Check this out. This place, first impressions, is massive. So I think you've got seating for about 400 people in here and about 20 food vendors. So let's have a look around and see what food they're selling. So I think on this side you've got, I think this is an Eritrean sort of African food place. You've got, I think this place is called Bok Bok Chicken, so I think this is a fried chicken place. We've got a Korean food place right over there. And then you've got some other places like a bubble tea place and what is that? Maybe like an Italian sandwich place there. So quite a few already, but let's go further in and see what we've got. Okay, so another place called Warm Dumplings. Looks like a Chinese food place. We've got a place called What's Your Beef, which, yeah, it's different types of burgers. We've got the menu up here, so I think comparable prices with most places. And then we've got on this side, looks like Caribbean place, Jerk Junction, selling various Caribbean food. We've got over here, this is, I think, a pizza place with massive pizza oven. Check that out. And again, the pizzas are sort of £10 upwards up until about sort of 15, 16 quid. So not too bad. Then moving on, that Ziki looks like a Greek place. We have over here like a bar area and some more vendors. What's this place called? Super Fry Guys. Not sure what it sells. Menu behind you, right here. Super Fry Guys. So chicken wings, loaded chips, sandwiches, a lot of different fried stuff. Kebab, maybe kebabs. Place over there that sells Vietnamese food as well. Moving on, this place is Palestinian Kitchen. So Palestinian food. And then more seating around here. Oh, and just a final place Looks like an egg and co, so different egg sandwiches. Right, so I've checked out all the vendors and it's a pretty big place. I'm here pretty early as well, so I don't know if they're all open, but what you can do to order is order at the vendors directly or scan the QR code at the table. I think that's what I'm going to do, have a look at the menu and then order. I think the menu, with the amount of vendors here, is so big that I don't even know what to order. So let me have a look through and I'll join you back at the table once I get my food. Okay, so I now have my food and it looks like an absolute feast. Let me give you a closer look at what I ordered. Okay, so the first thing I got was this Korean cheese corn dog, which looks delicious. Next up, I went for, I'm not totally sure what this is, but I think it's called a honey butter ring from a pizza place. So it looks like a pizza baked ring with honey on it. Not totally sure, but that looks delicious. Can't wait to try it. And then I got some tacos with different fillings and some guacamole. Let's dig into this absolute feast. Okay, so first up, I think I'm going to try this Korean cheese corn dog. I'm not totally sure what it is, but let me give you a closer look. I mean, that is big and heavy, feels crispy. We've got different sauces on it. I don't know what's inside. I think it's going to be cheese, but I don't know what else. But let's give it a bite and see what it's like. Okay, so this is delicious. Have a look at the middle of that. So I think on the inside you have a load of melted cheese. You have a sort of batter around the outside, and then on the very outer side it's really crispy, golden brown. I have a couple of sauces in it, like a sweet and sour sort of sauce, and then a bit of a mustard too. But a really delicious starter. Let me take another bite and see if there's anything further on the inside. Okay, I don't think there's anything on the inside, just the stick, which you've got to be careful of biting. But that melted cheese on the inside is really creamy, sort of slightly salty. It's soft, chewy. The batter is chewy too. You get the crunch from the outside as well, really crispy. I'm not sure if it's added on sort of breadcrumbs, but really nice. And the sauces just add that contrast to the fried doughy inside. Okay, next up, let's move on to these tacos. I'm gonna check those out. So I've got 3 beef tacos with a bit of, I think it's pico de gallo and a guacamole. Now let's try out some of these tacos. And have a look at that. So crispy on the outside. I don't know if you can hear the hardness there and the crispiness of it. Got cheese in the middle, beef. Let's go straight in for a bite of this. What an amazing taco this is. I don't know if you saw, but it kind of exploded with juice as soon as I bit into it. So you've got the beef in there, again some melted creamy cheese, and the outside taco is really crispy. It's like a Dorito. Right, so on the inside, I think you have some sort of herbs in there too. So you've got the beef, you've got the cheese, but then you can see little bits of herb inside. Not totally sure what it is, but it gives a nice extra element to the taco. I'm going to try it with some of the lime squeezed on, because they do give you a bit of lime on the side. So let's squeeze on a bit of that and try it out with a bit of lime on top. Okay, so the lime is amazing with this taco. You get the fried, sort of crispy, sort of Dorito tortilla flavor taco, and the lime just cuts through that friedness. Really nice. I think for my second taco, I have to try it out with some of the guacamole. So you can choose what kind of side you have with it. You can have some guac, I think some sour cream as well, and some other dips. but I'm just going to go straight in for a dip with this taco in the guacamole. I'll check that out. This is going to be an incredible bite. Let's go for it. Yep, so this avocado just adds an extra layer of fresh, creamy goodness. I think you need to have it with a lime on top though. Once you squeeze the lime on top, it adds that extra citrusy flavour. And then if I dip it in the guac as well, this. Okay, and finally we have this honey butter ring. I'm not totally sure what this is. I don't know if it's a pizza, I don't know if it's a dessert. I don't actually know. I mean, you get it from the pizza place. It looks like it's got cheese on top. It's like a pizza dough, maybe a bit of pesto in the middle. How do I even dig into this? Do I just bite it or do I cut it? Maybe I'll just go straight in for a bite. Check this out. So this, I think, is exactly what I thought it would be. It's like a pizza dough, baked, but without the pizza toppings. Instead, you get, I think it's pesto. I didn't even get any on that bite. I just got the pizza dough, but I felt a bit of that sweetness, a bit of the cheese, and a bit of that charring on top as well. I think I need to cut in it and get into the middle, and you have that greeny sort of pesto filling. Right, let's do it. Let's cut straight in to the middle. I'm going to cut it in half and then try it. It's sort of like a slice of pizza. But I'm not sure, as I said, what's in the middle. Okay, so this is it. It's called a honey butter ring. It looks like pesto in the middle. Let's just go for a bite. Yeah, so this is exactly what I guessed it would be. It's a pizza dough, but instead of having the filling, the pizza filling, your regular cheese and tomato, you have a sort of pesto in the middle, but there's a sweetness to it. There's a nuttiness and herbiness from the pesto, a sweetness from the honey, and then you've got a little bit of that salty creaminess from the cheese. This is a little bit of a strange menu item. It's the first time I've ever seen something like this before. A honey butter ring. When I first read it on the menu, I thought it was like a dessert. Maybe a pizza dough with honey and some sort of sweet sort of filling on it. But it turns out it's savoury. It's like a sweet, savoury, sort of startery, almost pizza, but not. I mean, would I get this over a regular pizza? I'm not too sure, because the price is kind of similar, but it is nice though. I want to move back to the tacos though, because these are amazing. I'll finish up what I can and then maybe I'll get some dessert. I'll see if I have some room. So, did I have room for dessert? Well, I don't think that was in question. I got some dessert. So that is a mango pancake with a bit of cream on the side. It's a little small, but I think it's going to be tasty. Let's try this out and see what it's like. So this is it, and on the inside you do have some cream and mango as well. Let's try it. Okay, so I think that is exactly what I needed after having a big savoury meal like that. Something sweet just to balance out the meal. So you can see there you've got the pancake, you've got the cream, some mango slices in there as well, and then when you bite it, the pancake is soft, the cream is sort of fluffy, and you get the fresh mango pieces inside as well, which add that freshness that cuts through the creaminess. Okay, let me finish up this great dessert and I'll join you outside where I'll give you a roundup of the costs I've spent today. What an amazing meal that was, and obviously way too much food than what one person would normally have. I think I had enough for about 2 people. Anyway, let me give you a breakdown of the cost of each item of that meal. So the Korean cheese corn dog, that was pretty good, and it cost £6. Although I do think I expected something else to be in the middle apart from only the cheese. I think I kind of expected there to be at least a hot dog in there, but either way it was still good. The beef tacos, they were fantastic, really delicious, and they were £13 for 3. And then the honey butter ring, that is a little bit of an unusual item. I've never seen that anywhere else before. So it's basically a pizza without the cheese and tomato, but instead you have pesto and honey butter with cheese, so you kind of get that sweet and salty contrast. That was £11, so a little pricey, but I think worth it if you've never tried it before. And then you have the dessert, the pancake, or the mango pancake with cream inside, which was not bad, and that was £5.50. So all in all, I think the total price, I think it was £35.50. But as I said, enough for about 2 people. Okay, so that was the KARGO food hall at the Quays shopping centre in Salford. Write down in the comments what you think, and if you like the video, click on the thumbs up icon below and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.